Good evening, everyone. Hello, good evening. You able to hear?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Sorry for the delay. So, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
The last session we discussed what is the meaning of geometrical meaning of polynomial. If it is a quadratic equation, how many times it will touch maximum number of times to the how many times it will intersect x-axis maximum number of times. So based on that we can decide, but because of only one time it is intersecting x-axis, we can't say that is only the maximum number. So based on the index, we can say the polynomial will be equal to the index actually. So the real zeros will be can be identified geometrically. So suppose if a cubic equation but it is intersecting, suppose if I am taking a graph between my equation is y is equal to x cube. Whatever the thing you do, the graph will intersect only at one point. For 1 it is 1, for 2 it is 8, for 3 it is 27, like that you will get a graph like this. You will get a graph like this. Actually it is intersecting at only one point. Here we can say this is only 1 0, but according to definition we can say it is 3 zeros. Remaining 2 zeros are non-real zeros. Remaining 2 zeros are non-real zeros. Once we learn about the complex numbers, that is called unreal roots. The meaning of root of negative numbers, root minus 1 value we are going to define. Actually root negative values are not exist, but we are assuming root negative value is this much, and we are grouping a separate number system called complex numbers called unreal numbers. After that we will discuss the cube root and square root, or wherever the unreal roots are occurring we will discuss about the unreal roots. But as of now, how many times it is intersecting x-axis, that are those are that many of zeros are available. So hope everyone is clear with that. Am I right? We done some numericals also based on that. Our first exercise is done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now the important one, little bit board exam point of view, relation between coefficients and zeros of the polynomial. Relation between coefficients and zeros of the polynomial. It is very simple to understand. First of all, the heading we have to understand very clearly. What are the parameters available in the heading? Our topic. Relation between relation between zeros and coefficients of polynomials. That means, suppose if I am taking a linear equation of single variable ax plus b, it's 0 x is equal to minus b by a. A comma b are coefficients of polynomial. The value of minus b by a is, that means the value, you will get some value. This is 0 of polynomial. So here it is having only 1 0, so it will be easy to say the constant by coefficient of x. Suppose if I am taking this is alpha, where alpha is equal to constant of the expression by minus of constant of the expression by a. So here it will be easy straight away by seeing the equation. You can able to tell what is the zero of this polynomial in case of, suppose if I am talking about 3x plus 3. So minus 1 is the zero of the polynomial. So if I am taking constant, if I am taking coefficient of x with negative symbol, this is the zero of the polynomial. But when I am talking about ax square plus bx plus c, this is a quadratic polynomial. For a quadratic polynomial, how many zeros are there? Guys,
Sir,
for a
2
quadratic
zeros.
polynomial, how many
Two
zeros
zeros,
are there?
sir.
Sir,
According
2
to,
zeros.
for a quadratic polynomial, we are having 2 zeros. It is having 2 zeros. 2 zeros of polynomial. That means p of x will be 0 for x is equal to 2 values. I am taking those 2 values are alpha comma beta. Alpha is 1 0 of the polynomial, beta is the another 0 of the polynomial. So what is our heading says? And the coefficients of this polynomial are a comma b comma c. A, B, C are the coefficients of polynomial. Alpha and beta are the quadratic zeros of the polynomial. How I can relate? How I can relate this? If I am talking this is the zeros of the polynomial, how I can say x minus alpha into x minus beta should be equal to your p of x. Because if I am substituting x is equal to alpha, that means x minus alpha is a factor that we will discuss in next. As of now, just say x minus alpha into x minus beta, because x is equal to, when I am substituting x is equal to alpha, alpha minus alpha into x minus beta, I am getting 0 into x minus beta is equal to 0. If I am substituting x is equal to beta, x minus alpha into beta minus beta, so this will be x minus alpha into 0, that will be 0. Then I can say x minus alpha into x minus beta represents the polynomial. So I am taking ax square plus bx plus c. I am taking x minus alpha into x minus beta. Both represent the same polynomial if alpha comma beta are the zeros of the given polynomial. So if I am multiplying, what I will get? Tell me guys. If I am multiplying this one, what I will get? Sorry guys, what is the product of x minus alpha into x minus beta? I can say
Sir, x square minus alpha plus beta x
square
minus alpha beta plus alpha beta, sir.
alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So
Yes, sir.
this is an expression I am getting, and I have to compare with this expression. If I am substituting alpha, definitely this will come 0. If I am substituting beta also, it will come 0. So how I can compare with this? Suppose if I am trying to make ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, I am taking a common to make x square coefficient is 1, then only it will be easy for me to compare with this expression plus b by a into x plus c by a is equal to 0. From here I can say x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. After that it can be 0. So this is a times x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. If I am comparing these two expressions, my alpha plus beta minus of alpha plus beta is coming as b by a. From here alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a. See, I got a relation between zeros of the polynomial, its coefficients. If I know the zeros of the polynomial, I can able to create the create the expression. I can able to rewrite the, sorry, I'm not rewriting, sorry, I can able to frame the polynomial if I know the relation between the zeros. Is it clear what is the meaning? So sum of the zeros, product of the zeros. The sum of the zeros of a quadratic polynomial will be equal to sum of the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Assume alpha beta are the zeros. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Product of the zeros will be equal to plus c by a. That will be equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Is it clear, guys? What we are going to discuss? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So this topic is completely related to about this. This topic is like an application. I can't say it is a conceptual. It's a gives. If I know the zeros, how to frame the polynomial. If I know the polynomial, how to write the relation between the zeros. If I am giving the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, how to generate the polynomial. These kind of things we are going to discuss here. So straight away I am moving to the, with this simple concept, I am moving to the our exercise questions. First we will do with quadratic expressions. Once we are clear how to give relation between zeros of cubic or power 4 or power 5 or whatever the power, there is a pattern. We are going to discuss that pattern after doing some numericals. Shall I move to the numericals?
Yes, sir.
It's also very simple exercise. It's not much bigger. Just only 2 numericals are there. But once we completed the topic, we will do at least, I can say 1 or 2 sessions completely we will do on practice. I will pick 50 to 40 to 50 numericals from the previous year papers and we will solve. Because from this chapter we are having many applications. This is one kind of application. I can't say this is a complete conceptual thing. Yeah. So these kind of numericals, it is very important to read the question. First thing is reading the question is very much important. Sometimes in question itself there will be a slight twist. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relation between the zeros and other coefficients. So first of all, he is asking us to calculate the zeros of the polynomial using the factorization concept. How many people knows factorization of an expression? Which we done in grade 9. Am I right? We done in grade 9, correct?
Yes, sir.
Factorization of a quadratic polynomial.
Yes,
Splitting.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So hope everybody knows how to do that one, correct?
Yes, sir.
So he is asking 2 questions in the single one. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. each and every question first we have to solve zeros of the polynomial, and after that we have to verify the relationship. So first question, if I am taking x square minus 2x minus 8, what is the rule we are following to factorize a quadratic equation? Anyone? We have to split. If anybody don't know, please keep it in mind. We have to split middle term in such a way sum of the two terms, sum should be equal to first and third. Sorry guys, sum should be equal to middle term. There are three terms here. This is first one, this is third one, this is second one, that is called middle, or this can be write as last. The sum should be equal to middle term. Product should be equal to first and last. Here my sum is minus 2x, product is minus 8x square. Guys, is it clear? This is a method we followed. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is this meaning means? I have to split the middle term. Suppose the middle term is minus 2x here. Minus 2x I can write as minus 3x and x, minus 4x and minus plus 2x. I can write minus x and minus x. Or I can write 0x and 2x. Or I can write minus 10x, 8x. There are many combinations I can able to write. But out of these combinations, only one and only combination will satisfy these two conditions, where sum should be middle term. All these combinations will satisfy the sum, but product it won't satisfy. My product should be minus 8x square. Which combination will use?
Sir, minus 4x plus 2x, sir.
Sir, minus 4x plus 2x.
This is minus 2x and 0 will be 0, minus 3x and x is minus 3x square, minus 4x plus 2x square is minus 8x square. So I am splitting this minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Now I am grouping the terms. This is my group 1, this is my group 2. From group 1 I am taking x common, x minus 4. From group 2 I am taking 2 common, x minus 4. Finally, I am getting the factors of this equation is x minus 4 into x plus 2. Guys, this is important relation or important method we have to know to complete the problems in a little bit easy manner. Anyone having any doubt how to factorize a quadratic expression, please let me know before moving to the next step.
No doubt, sir.
Yeah. Now, from here, what are the zeros of the polynomial? To calculate the zeros of the polynomial, x minus 4 should be 0 or x plus 2 should be 0, because the given polynomial I wrote the product of two linear polynomials. So x is equal to 4 comma minus 2 are the zeros. Now, what is the sum of the zeros from here? Sum of the zeros how much? 4 plus minus 2 plus 2. Product of the zeros?
Minus 8.
4 into minus 2 minus 8. And first part of the question is done. What is asking after this? Is asking, the question is asking verify. What is asking? Verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. We are having a method by seeing the equation I can able to view the relation between zeros. Suppose if ax square plus bx plus c is a polynomial with zeros alpha comma beta, alpha plus beta is equals minus b by a, alpha into beta is equals c by a. The given quadratic polynomial is x square minus 2x minus 8. Guys, any mistake we done? We done right or wrong? Correct. Minus 2x minus 8. A is equal to 1, B is equal to -2, C is equal to -8. If alpha comma beta are the polynomials, sorry, zeros of the polynomial, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is minus of -2 by 1 plus 2. Alpha into beta is c by a minus 8 by 1, that is -8. See here, by solving I got the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros are 2 comma -8. Even by using the relation also, I got the sum of the zeros is +2 and product of the zeros is -8. So hence verification is done. Got it? What I'm saying? Is it easy or any confusion in this question? Guys, please some response from you, everyone. I'm expecting an answer from everyone.
Understood, sir.
Sir,
So
understood,
here, what
sir.
is the major thing?
Understood, sir.
Is it how to solve the quadratic equation? Because identifying the relation between zeros is simple, correct? Alpha beta value is nothing here. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So second question, 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So how to split the middle term? What is my sum? Sum is minus 4s. Product is how much? Product is 4s square into plus 1, that is 4s square. So which combination will give the sum is minus 4s and the product is 4s square? Anyone?
Sir, minus 2s plus minus 2s.
Minus 2s plus minus 2s or minus 2s?
Sir, minus 2s,
Minus
sir.
2s.
Sir, I mean minus 2s, sir.
It's minus 2s comma minus 2s is the split. So this is my group 1. This is my group 2. I'm taking 2s common. If I'm taking 2s common, 2s minus 1. If I'm taking 1 minus 1 common, 2s minus 1. This is 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. So the roots are 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Same roots. Alpha is equal to 1 by 2, beta is equal to 1 by 2. So alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 1. Alpha into beta is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. Now relation between the zeros and the coefficients. We already gave the relation between one format, relation between the zeros. 4s square minus 4s plus 1, where a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 1. If alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is minus of minus 4 by 4, so plus 1. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a, where c is 1, a is 4, the answer is 1 by 4. So by solving and adding directly, I got the same answer. Using the relation between coefficients and zeros of the polynomial, I'm getting the same values. So hence, the relation between coefficients of the polynomial, and zeros and direct method, both are verified each other. So clear, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Question number 3. Can you solve question number 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First, you have to rewrite they gave 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. For splitting the middle term, always it should be in standard form. Standard form is always square x constant. It should be looks like ax square plus bx plus c. If any terms are missing, that terms you have to keep it as 0. A never 0. If a is 0, it is violating the definition of the quadratic equation or expression, or it is violating the definition of the quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a should not be 0. So what is the sum should be here? Minus 7x. Product should be 6x square into minus 3. So minus 18x square. Which combination will use? The sum is minus 7x. The product is minus 18.
Minus 9x plus 2x,
18x
sir.
square. Yes, 6x square minus 9x
Plus
plus
2x.
minus 3. So this is my group 1. This is my group 2. So from the first group, if I am taking 3x common, 2x minus 3 plus 1 common, 2x minus 3. From here, 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1. So zeros are, anyone can say what are the zeros? X is equals 3 by 2 comma minus 1.
Minus 1 by 3. 1 by 3.
Minus 1 by 3, sir.
Now come back to the, before verifying, what is alpha plus beta? 3 by 2 minus of plus minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3, correct? Alpha into beta is how much? Sorry guys, I done a mistake. This is 3 by 2. LCM is 6. 9 minus 2. This is 7 by 6. Alpha into beta is equals 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. 3 cancel. This will be minus 1 by 2. So this is a direct method, like calculate finding the zeros, and I am doing sum and product. And given question is what? 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Where A is equal to 6, B is equal to minus 7, C is equal to minus 3. So from here, alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros is minus b by a, minus of minus 7 by 6. So 7 by 6, yes, 7 by 6. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a, minus 3 by 6. 2 times, so minus 1 by 2. So product of the roots also verified. So hence sum and product of the roots is verified by calculating zeros and by giving the relation between coefficients of zeros and coefficients of polynomial and zeros of the polynomial. Clear guys? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Fourth one, without splitting middle term also we can do. With splitting middle term also we can do. Because hence constant is missing. The given expression is 4u square plus 8u. If I am taking 4u common, u plus 2. So hence zeros are 0 comma minus 2. Are you clear how I wrote this equation? Anyone having any doubt how I got the zeros of the polynomial in this
Sir,
case?
I didn't understand how did you get the zeros, sir. Can you explain once
See
more?
how to see this is clear. How I factorize it is clear.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So after factorization, you are getting 3 terms here. So zeros of the polynomial means what? For what values of u? For what values of u? The given polynomial is 0. The value of the given polynomial, the p of u should be 0. Here I got the factors are 4 into u plus 2. 4 into u plus 2. It should be 0. When it can be 0, there are 3 possibilities. It is a product of 3 expressions. All 3 expressions, either one of the expression must be 0. 4 can't be 0. Either u should be 0 or u plus 2 should be 0. From here, I can say u is equal to minus 2. So at u is equal to 0, you will get the expression value is 0. At u is equal to -2, you will get the given polynomial value is 0. What
Yes,
is how
sir.
we
Understood, sir.
calculate zeros of the polynomial after factorization? General method. This is actual method, but directly we will do. Now, sum of the zeros will be equal to 0 plus -2, that is -2. Product is, what is the product of the zeros? 0 into -2 is how much? 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, I am going to ask you, given expression is 4u square plus 8u, where a is equal to 4, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 0. My sum of the zeros is minus b by a, that is minus 8 by 4 minus 2. Yes, it's verified. The sum is verified. My product is alpha into beta is equal to c by a. That will be equal to 0 by 4, because 4u square plus 8u plus 0. Then it is standard form of a quadratic expression where my constant is 0. So 0 by anything should be 0 other than infinity or 0. So alpha into beta is 0. The product is also verified here. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
See, here they are asking in two methods and they are asking us to verify. First calculate alpha beta separately and add it separately, product it separately and compare with our concept. Our concept is what? Without calculating alpha beta value, we are giving a relation between alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, alpha into beta is equal to c by a, where a, b, c are the coefficients of the polynomial. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, next question. The fifth one is t square minus 15. So straight away I can say this can be written as t minus 15 into t minus root 15 into t plus root 15. This can be written in the form of t minus root 15 whole square. It is looking like x square minus y square. The factors of x square minus y square is x minus y into x plus y. From here I can say t is equal to root 15 comma minus root 15. This is your alpha, this is your beta. Alpha plus beta is root 15 minus root 15, that is 0. Alpha into beta is minus root 15 into root 15, that is minus 15. Let's see, by the relation between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial, the given expression is t square minus 0t plus, minus 15 I can write. Standard form, where a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, t is equal, c is equal to minus 15, minus b by a, 0 by 1, it is 0. Alpha into beta is c by a, minus 15 by 1, the answer is minus 15. So sum is verified, the product is also verified. If you clear, guys, clear, or am I going a little bit fast?
Clear, sir.
Anyone feels I'm going a little bit fast, please let me know, guys. We'll discuss some more questions. So don't think this is the end of the discussion. After completion of all the exercises, all the concepts together we are going to discuss, because in examination they will treat this is as a sub-concept of the algebra. They won't consider as, actually they won't consider this is one particular chapter. It's a one part of the algebra. In textbook only they gave these are the chapters. Please try by your own of the sixth one. I will ask only the zeros. What are the zeros? Please try by your own, because the given data is in the standard format only. Please try by your own. The first part of the questions, anyone solve?
Sir, the zeros are 4 by 3 and minus 1, sir.
Sir, the zeros are 1 and 4 by 3, sir.
1 and
Sir, 1 and 4 by
what is
3,
the
sir.
middle term split?
Sir, minus
Minus
4x
4x plus
Minus
3x.
4x plus 1.
minus 4x plus
4x
3x.
plus
sir.
3x, because the product should be minus 12x square, the sum should be minus x. So minus 4x plus 3x will be minus x, minus 4x into 3x is minus 12x square. So if I am taking x common, 3x minus 4, if I am taking 1 common, 3x minus 4, so the factors are 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. So x is equal to minus 1 comma plus 4 by 3. Hope you understand how I got minus 1 comma plus 4 by 3. So alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros are minus 1 plus 4 by 3. So this will be 1 by 3. Alpha into beta minus 1 into 4 by 3 is minus 4 by 3. Now using the relation, how what values you are getting, we'll see. 3x square minus x minus 4, a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1, c is equal to minus 4. So here sum of the roots is minus b by a, that will be minus of minus 1 by 3, so plus 1 by 3. So sum is verified. Product of the zeros are c by a minus 4 by 3, so minus 4 by 3, the product also verified. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Shall I go for the next question?
Yes, sir.
Anyone can read the question and identify what is the given data? There are 6 questions. What is the given data in all 6 questions? What is this number says? 1 by 4 minus 1 says?
Zeros of
Sir,
polynomial,
sum and
sir.
the product of the zeros, sir.
Yes, they are asking us to construct the polynomial. Find the quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as, these are the numbers as sum and product of its zeros. If I am taking first question, they gave alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4. Alpha into beta is equal to minus 1. If I know the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, what is the quadratic expression? X square into minus 1 alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. This is the quadratic expression I can generate using the sum and product of its zeros. That means if I know the sum and product of the zeros, my quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So the first question answer is, straight away I can write x square minus 1 by 4 x plus minus 1. So this can be written as x square minus x by 4 minus 1. Is it right? Guys, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the second question answer? Second question answer. Given data alpha plus beta is equal to root 2, alpha into beta is equal to 1 by 3. So the polynomial is x square minus of alpha plus beta into root 2 plus alpha beta. So this will be equal to x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3. Is it clear, guys, how to create, how to generate the equation from this given data? This is
sir.
not alpha beta, that is what important. Got it or any confusion?
Understood, sir.
So third question, alpha plus beta is equal to 0. Alpha beta is equal to root 5. So my expression will be equal to x square minus 0x plus root 5. So x square plus root 5. Correct? Fourth question. What is the answer for fourth question?
Sir, x
Anyone?
square minus 1x plus 1.
Super. X square minus 1x plus 1. Fifth question. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 4. Alpha into beta is equal to 1 by 4. What is the answer?
Sir, x square plus 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. Sir. Yes, sir, 1 by 4.
Clear, guys? What is the last
Yes.
question answer?
Sir, x square minus 4x plus 1.
Last question is alpha plus beta is equal to 4. Alpha beta is equal to 1. So x square minus 4x plus 1. Simple. This is a little bit straight. Better to write this step every question in the examination. This is like a formula, a standard expression we created if I know the sum and the product of the zeros. This is given data. This is the method what we are using. This is the calculation. If there is any calculation, after this we will get final answer. Is it clear? 2-3 steps we can elaborate the question for 2 marks. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Suppose if it is a cubic polynomial. Suppose if my expression is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. How many zeros for this cubic polynomial, guys?
3, sir.
3. I'm
3
taking
zeros.
alpha, beta, gamma. Anyone can multiply x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma and let me know what expression you are getting. X cube minus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x square plus alpha, sorry guys, x cube, this will become x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta into x minus gamma. So alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus alpha beta gamma. This is a pattern you will get. If I am comparing this, sum of the zeros will be equal to minus b by a. Product of the roots I can't say here. Sum of the zeros, sum of the product of the zeros 2 at a time. There are three combinations: alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha, 2 at a time. That is alpha, beta plus beta, gamma plus gamma, alpha is equal to C by A. The next one is alpha, beta, gamma. That is minus d by a. So first one is negative, second one is positive, third one is negative. This is a pattern we can see for the cubic equation. Guys, is it clear what I'm trying to say? Because based on this only I am going to create for power 4 also. Power 5 also I can generate, but only the thing is the relations will become more. For cubic you will get 3 relations, for square you will get 2 relations, for power 4 you will get the 4 relations. So without multiplying, I am going to discuss in the next equation how to generate the relation between zeros of the polynomial and coefficients of the polynomial. Why this is necessity means if the power is 10 or power is 20, it is not possible to factorize. We don't know whether the factorization will come or not, but I need particular combination, the relation between the zeros and particular combination of the relation between the zeros. So at that time, this strategy will be useful for us. If anyone can get the doubt, sir, for quadratic equation, it is easy to factorize and I can give the relation directly. Why we need to learn? Yes, it's okay. Quadratic and cubic, even cubic also sometimes we feel little tough to factorize. Quadratic is, I can accept your, like whatever thing the student can ask. But cubic and power 4 and power 5, I can't factorize easily. So there is some difficulties I can face. At this moment, this concept will be useful to give the relation between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is called, the first expression we will pronounce as sum of the zeros. This is sum of the product of the zeros, 2 at a time. This is product of the zeros. Cubic also they will touch very rarely for us. For practice purpose, for understanding, for going for any, if you are going for any like Olympiads or any entrances, these concepts will be useful for us. For your knowledge, I am explaining 4 also. Ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus c is a biquadratic polynomial where a, b, c, d, e are the coefficients of this polynomial. In this case, how many zeros of the polynomials are available?
4.
I am assuming these zeros are alpha, beta, gamma, delta. The symbol is known as delta. We will get different symbols as the same name. This is also called delta. This is also delta we will call. Okay. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Here, 4 relations I can get. First one is sum of the zeros. There is a pattern I already told you. First one is negative with first higher coefficient, positive with higher coefficient denominator, again negative, again positive. Here 4 relations we will get. The first relation is always sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to minus b by a. Next one is sum of the zeros, 2 at a time. Sir, I will confuse how I can write 2 at a time. Write all the 4 in a circle format. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. If I want to write 2 at a time, I can use like this. Alpha, beta, plus this is over. Beta, gamma, plus this is over. Gamma alpha, sorry, gamma delta plus delta alpha. Is there any other combinations we'll get? Even if I multiply x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma into x minus delta, this will be the coefficients of x cube, sorry, x square. These are the square coefficients. This will be plus c by a here. Next one is 3 at a time. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and delta, gamma, delta, alpha. This will be minus d by a, and product of the zeros, alpha, beta, gamma, delta. This will be plus c by a. This is how we can give the relation between zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomial. But maximum, even cubic equation is also not in our syllabus. But sometimes for practice purpose, they are giving the questions. If you learn up to cubic level, it will be easy for us to solve any kind of the numericals. Guys, is there any confusion I created? There is a pattern. We have to follow the pattern, then it will be easy to remember the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros or any other relations. Clear what I'm saying? Is anyone having any doubts?
No doubt,
I am
sir.
not going to give any questions power 4, but I can give the questions up to cube. Only power 4 to understand, to write power 5, how to do. To write power 6, how to do. For that only this strategy I am giving. The same strategy I can apply for power 5 also. B by A, C by A, D by A, and E by A, and F by A with alternative minus signs. There you will get the 5 relations. Sum of the zeros 2 at a time, sum of the zeros 3 at a time, sum of the zeros 4 at a time, and product of the zeros. Is it clear? Shall I go for one question related to cube?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So cube also little bit simple only. No need to confuse too much. If I am giving a question, 2x cube minus 5x square minus 14x plus 8. The question is, the zeros of the polynomial I am giving 4 comma minus 2 comma 1 by 2. Sometimes they will give only 1 0. They will ask us to calculate remaining zeros. In the next exercise, using the remainder theorem, we will know how to calculate the remaining zeros if I am giving 1 0. As of now, I am giving the 3 zeros, and they are asking us to verify the relation between zeros of the polynomial. So this is alpha, beta, gamma. From the previous discussion, alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is 4 minus 2 plus 1 by 2. How much? 2 plus 1 by 2, this is 5 by 2. Alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha. Sum of the zeros where the product of the zeros 2 at a time. Sum of the product of the zeros 2 at a time. So 4 into minus 2 plus minus 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 4. 2 times, 2 cancel, minus 8, minus 1 plus 2. This is minus 9 plus 2. So minus 7. Alpha, beta, gamma. 4 into minus 2 into 1 by 2. 2 cancel. That is minus 4. Let's see from the relations how to do. We know alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equals c by a. Alpha beta gamma is equals a, b, c, d minus d by a. Let's see whether relations are coming properly or not. This is minus of minus 5 by 2. So this answer is plus 5 by 2. Am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
C by a. What is the c value? Minus 14. Minus 14 by 2. So this answer is 7. So here also minus 7. Minus of minus 5 by 2 is plus 5 by 2, verified. C by A is minus 7 I am getting, it is also verified. Minus D by A. So minus D is 8, A is 2. So this is minus 4. This is also verified. But in examination, they will give only one root. They will give for 3 marks or 4 marks question. First we have to calculate the, 1 0. First we have to calculate the remaining 2 zeros of the polynomial. After that we have to verify like your quadratic expressions, what we done in exercise. Is it clear, guys? If cubic equation comes, how to do?
Yes, sir.
Shall I give one more question? I can wind up this session. Guys,
Yes, sir.
verify 3 comma minus 1 comma 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial of given p of x will be equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. So this part is nothing, just don't verify, it will take a little bit more time. Verify means you have to substitute each and every value and you have to check whether p of x is 0 or not. If 3 minus 1, 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial, then give the relation between the zeros of the polynomial and coefficients. Verify the relation between zeros and the coefficients. So what is alpha plus beta plus gamma from given? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha from the given. Alpha beta gamma from the given. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is how much? What is this answer? First one answer is how much? Guys, there?
Sir, 5 by 3.
5 by 3? 7 by 3?
Sir, it is 7 by 3, sir.
Is it 7 by 3 or 5 by 3?
7 by 3, sir.
Sir, if you take LCM, it's 9 minus 3 plus 1 by 3, sir. So it's 5 by 3.
Alpha, beta, gamma. Sorry, guys. Sorry, man. This is minus 1 by 3. Sorry, it's my mistake. This is minus 1 by 3.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Minus 1 by 3. Sorry, guys. It's my mistake. This is minus 1 by 3. It is 7 by 3. The whole question itself won't satisfy. So now I can say it is 5 by 3.
Yes, sir.
And this will be 3 into minus 1. Minus 3. Minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. Plus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 into 3. Minus 1. How much? Minus 11.
Sir, it's minus 11 by 3.
Minus 4 plus 1. So minus 11 by 3. This will be 3 cancel. Plus 1 now.
Yes, sir. Plus
So A
1.
is equal to
sir.
3, B is equal to -5, C is equal to -11, D is equal to -3. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to, according to the discussion, minus B by A minus of -5 by 3, 5 by 3. So sum is verified. Sum 2 at a time. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Plus C by A minus 11 by 3. Alpha beta gamma minus D by A. So minus D by A is minus of -3 by 3. That will be equal to plus 3 by 3. So answer is 1. Hope you are clear. If you spend a little bit more time, if anybody is going for any kind of entrances, you can do for 5 also, 6 also. Only the thing is time matters here. Is it clear, guys, how to do?
Yes, sir.
Shall I wind up the session? Shall I wind up the session, guys?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having any doubts?
No
In
doubt,
next
sir.
class, we are going to do how to factorize. How to factorize cubic equation, how to check whether the given question is factor of given a polynomial or not. That's what we are going to do, and division algorithm for the algebraic expressions we are going to do. Almost all that is the end of this chapter. After that, 1 or 2 sessions completely we will discuss the numericals.
Okay,
Meet in
sir.
next class, guys. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Check it, huh? ఇంట్లోనే